If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in it, in it? Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine, let it in.
What's up mga ka-RT? So yun mga ka-RT, anong araw yung mga common na x-rays na ginagawa ko everyday? First, chest x-ray. Hindi siya mawawala, especially pag flu season, pag winter, kasi commonly ginagawa siya for patients na may ubo, sipol, and lagnat. Minsan gumagawa tayo ng chest x-rays 5 patients a day, minsan naman isa, dalawa, but hindi siya nawawala, always siya meron. Isa siya sa pinakamadali na procedure guys, or mga ka-RT, either nakaupo or nakahiga sa bed. Pag nasa bed, importante lang naka-sitting upright position yung ating pasyente para capable yung lungs niya mag-expand. Para doon sa mga may experience na sa chest x-ray, if ma-remember nyo, ino-instruct kayo take a deep breath or inhale, then hold your breath. Sometimes dalawang full breathe, then hold. Ang purpose po niyan is para mag-expand yung lungs nyo po. Mas well expanded yung lungs, mas madaling ma-diagnose ng radiologist yung ating pasyente. Yun ang pinaka-basic. Safe din siya for both patient and the performing tech kasi kailangan ng higher radiation dose. One chest x-ray is equivalent to 10 days of exposure to background radiation, which is inevitable. Meaning, nakaka-acquire tayo ng radiation every day. We call it background radiation. So pag ginumbine mo, in-accumulate mo yung 10 days na yon, that dose is equivalent to one regular chest x-ray. So hindi siya enough para magkaroon ng effect sa tao. Next is hip. So sa hip naman, medyo mahirap kasi kailangan may konting lifting sa pasyente in order for the board or the panel to be inserted underneath the patient's mom or yung area kung saan yung interest. Doing hip x-ray sometimes siya challenging kasi mostly in pain yung pasyente dahil mostly may hip injury. So since in pain sila, they tend to be guarding that area or nagre-resist sila. If the patient is in severe pain, so malaki yung possibility na may hip injury siya, ang ginagawa namin is yung shoe through or yung nakatihaya lang yung pasyente, we are not doing anything sa kanya, as is lang yung original, as is yung original position niya, and instead na doon tayo mag-adjust or mag-change ng position sa pasyente, ang ginagawa is ang ina-adjust yung image receptor or yung panel at saka yung x-ray tube. So yun, hip, pangalawa. Yung hip guys, medyo kailangan mo ng higher radiation dose or technique para maka-acquire ka ng good image kasi nasa part ka ng body na medyo thick and yung interest area is yung bone. In order for the radiation for the x-ray to penetrate well, kailangan mo mag-compensate, adjust mo yung technique higher, so tendency tataas din yung radiation exposure. So dito guys, I need to keep a distance that is safe for me in exposing the patient. The pasyente guys, of course, may radiation exposure siya, but it always be benefit over risk. Okay? So, kung yung benefit is higher compared than the risk, so since the patient is experiencing severe pain, so it would be beneficial to do an x-ray in order for the doctor to decide how to manage that pain, surgery or medication. Chances guys na may pasyente na hindi siya in so much pain, nakakalakad, gusto lang niya magpa-x-ray for peace of mind. But typically, makikita mo, ma-observe mo yung pasyente na able to walk, wala siyang disturbing pain. In this case guys, kailangan natin ulit timbangin. So may mga ganong instances, of course, hindi nawawala yan. But it's always the patient's right to refuse or to say, I need this. Ang atin responsibility natin to educate them. What are the risks and what are the benefits? Third is the lumbar spine or the lower back. Usually, that's part of degenerative changes. Ibig sabihin nun, pag tumatanda tayo, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga pain sa mga joints, mga spines.
So ayun na nga mga ka-RT, unang ginawa natin is abdominal x-ray. And kung mapapansin nyo, naka-PPE tayo dyan kasi may ubo at lagnat yung pasyente natin. Medyo uncooperative siya kasi in pain siya. And next, pumunta tayo sa reception or sa unit clerk para kunin yung requisition form para sa dalawa nating susunod na patients. And after 3 patients, lumabas tayo ng facility para lumipat sa our next destination. So yun na nga mga ka-RT, nandito na tayo sa next na facility. And bago tayo pumasok, kain muna tayo palang mabilisan kasi medyo gutom na rin. And yun na nga, after kumain, simula na ulit ng trabaho. Pumasok tayo sa room ng patient natin na natutulog. Kailangan natin gisingin para sa knee x-ray. And since isa lang yung patient natin dito, punta tayo sa next na facility. Hindi ko na napakita sa inyo guys kasi nag-lowbat yung GoPro natin. And nandito na tayo sa next site, isang dating hospital na ginawang home care. Nandito tayo para gumawa ng abdominal x-ray ulit.
Alright, mga ka-RT. So we're heading back home. So we are done for our shift for today. Sana ay somehow may natutunan kayo. By the way guys, part ng future vlogs natin, i-discuss ko yung function nito. Hindi ko muna sasabihin kung ano yung name, anong pangalan nito. Yung mga ka-RT ko dyan, for sure alam nila kung ano to. Discuss natin kung paano to nag-work, ano yung significance nito for us na mga x-ray tech. And by the way guys, I'm open for suggestions. Kung meron kayong gustong i-suggest na i-content ko for the near future, please don't hesitate to post your comments. I would greatly appreciate all your suggestions. And if may mga comments kayo, I promise na babasahin ko lahat ng mga comments nyo. Hopefully, sana mag-subscribe din yung iba dyan. And yun lang guys. Thank you so much for being with me the whole day. Abangan nyo po yung mga susunod pa mga videos natin dito sa munting channel natin. Yun lang. Thank you guys. And kung nasaan man kayo, mag-ingat kayo lagi. And always pray to God. God bless.